Okay, we're here today to demonstrate proper chain and tire for harsh weather conditions, snow and ice. Before we get started, some of the things you're going to need: hook from an old bungee, you need a snow chain key, and a handful of bungees. You're going to need probably one or two at least for every tire that you intend to chain out. You're also going to want to have some waterproof gloves, keep your hands dry and warm, waterproof boots. Okay, before we get started putting the chains on, one of the most important things is inspect your chains and make sure you have no breaks in them, no broken links. This chain here, you can see I've got a broken link. It's going to reduce my traction. It's going to damage the vehicle with the chain flying around, hitting everything. So this is not a chain we want to use. Before you leave for your trip, if you know you have a chance of snow, then you should have new chains. They should all be inspected, and everything should be good. You should have at least one chain for every tire that you have to chain up. In California, that's 8 chains. And you need extra too in case you break one on the road. This one I actually broke on my last trip that I went through snow. So you're going to want an extra, plus you want your chains for your tires. So let's get started. I'll show you guys how to do this. Okay, before you put your chains on, a few important things. 1, locking cams go on the outside. Okay, 2, right here you can see the chains here, they have these hooks. It's best to put the hooks facing up. That way they're not damaging your tire while you're driving down the road. So you drape your chain over your tire. Leave it so you have just a little bit hanging off the back of the tire or the front, depending on which direction you're going to roll. If you're on an incline, it's usually better to roll downhill. But be careful if you got trucks around you, trucks behind you. You don't want to roll into a truck. So pay attention to what's going on and be safe. So let me roll over this chain and get started on the rest of this. Okay, once you got your chain in position, you can give it a little bit of a pull, get any slack up off the ground. Start with the back side. It's always easiest to do that. You don't want to leave too much slack, but you want to leave enough slack so you can tighten it up with the locking cams. So 1 or 2 links in is usually about where you want to be. And then the same on the other side. It's as simple as that. Next, you're going to need your chain key. Take your chain key and just tighten up the cams. You're more than likely going to have to pull forward to lock them all the way in, but you might get lucky and not have to. Okay, once you've got your chains on, the next thing you need to do is put some tension on them so that if the chain does break, it's going to slide off the tire and it's going to come this way. You do not want that chain getting stuck between your tires or wrapping around, taking out your mud flaps or anything like that. So, method I use, I save old hooks from bungees and simply hook it on the bottom, pull it up, there you got tension now. Alternatively, another method for doing this is tie a knot in the middle of a bungee. Use 2 of them and hook it in a cross pattern. Pull the tension on the chains. That's it. You get your chains secured properly, no damage to the vehicle, you're safe on the road.